Peace guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Siobhan, and today I'm going to be doing the video that I said I was going to do ages ago, and dear lord, my lighting is terrible. Hold on. This should actually be a very easy fix. Alright, so now that the lighting situation is better, as y'all can see, I have no makeup on. I'm not feeling that great. I have cramps out the wazoo because today is the first official day of my moon cycle, but that's not why we're here. Today we're here because I decided that I wanted to get on the ball with certain things, and now technically I wanted to do this video Friday because it pertains to what is going to be the video that I filmed Thursday. I figured I may as well just go ahead and knock this part out now because I felt this was going to be something important. So here is a list, y'all can see right here. Kind of can't really see it, but you can see the notebook anyway. So this is lock lessons slash things I'm not doing on my third lock journey. You heard that right. This is going to be my third lock journey starting on Thursday. So I wanted to do a list, kind of the things that I've learned between the first lock journey, the second lock journey, and the lock journey that I'm going to start now. Well, we'll be starting Thursday. So a couple things that I can say that aren't on the list is my lock style this time. The first two times I started with comb coils, and I have discussed this with my boyfriend who told me originally when I said I'm probably gonna lock my hair again, he was like, I don't like what? And he's like, well, I don't want to hurt your feelings. You already said you didn't like something. Finish statement. When you first got them done and they were like super skinny and they kind of look like little black rubber bands all over your head and they made your head look big, I don't like that part. I'm like, thank God, because I don't either. Okay, so I don't have to punch you in the nose. Okay, so good. We've decided it's comb coils, finger coils, that whole part right there, not for me. Totally okay with that because I don't like them on me anyway. I definitely agree with what he said. They do tend to make my head look big. If you hear any kind of buzzing in the background, that's either the traffic or my fan, just so you know. But so that's the thing. So this time we are going to be starting them. I've already run this by my loctician because otherwise I'm going to have to go somewhere else and have them do it and just go from there. But I am going to start them with 2-strand twists this time. I did not originally know that that was a thing. So for people who don't have locks and who are currently rocking a very aggravated afro, or who just don't know, you don't have to start with comb coils. You can freeform, you can start with comb coils, you can start with 2-strand twists, you can start with braid locks, and you can go the entire sister locking route. Sister locks for me are way too small. Not my thing. So I also learned that there's different grid patterns. I think the entire time that I've had them, both the first time and the second time, they were the brick pattern, and I think that's going to be the, I'm going to let my loctician decide because it might work differently with having 2-strand twists versus comb coils. I don't know. But so those are the two things that weren't necessarily on the list. So things that I'm not doing slash stuff that I've learned is not caring enough for my scalp. So that was the thing that I did, especially the second journey when I was towards the end, when I was really exhausted from working 2 jobs. I wasn't taking care of myself, specifically not my scalp. So I wasn't really oiling my scalp, and I wasn't moisturizing my scalp, and especially when I ended up semi free-forming because I couldn't get up to my loctician, and even when I tried to maintain my hair myself, I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't taking care of my scalp. So my scalp, even now, it's starting to get better because I started using this product to help with buildup, and it's helping to heal my scalp, but my scalp definitely suffered. So that's something I'm going to be doing this time is I used to have this stuff. Actually, I still do have it. It's somewhere around my room, but I don't feel like looking for it. It was like the best oil I'd ever used for my scalp. I found the bottle, or the second bottle, because I thought I'd lost it or thrown it away. Found the bottle, ended up, it has the ingredients with it. So I'm going to try to do it myself and see how that helps to keeping my, scalp in check for the rest of this journey. So a couple of these actually kind of fall together, and they're not all listed together, but I'll mention the previous point that I was discussing. So the second one on this list is going to bed with wet locks / not thoroughly drying my hair, which goes into another one, so I'm just going to say them at the same time, which is washing my hair super late at night. You guys can see I have a lot of hair. I have really thick hair to the point to where some spots in the middle we've somewhat measured are 10 inches long. So for me to wash my hair really late, like if it was my day off, and I would just take a nap when I came home from my first job, really. So if I'd come home from work, take a nap, I'd end up sleeping till like 6 or 7, then I'd wash my hair would not be dry in the morning. So one, that also contributed to my scalp being itchy and everything. But on top of that, there's nothing cute about going to bed with a wet head. It's just nothing like it. And so also, another point on the thing was sleeping on cotton pillowcases to try to dry my hair out. If I knew I was going to be going to bed with a wet head, I would try to sleep on a cotton pillowcase or sleep on a towel. I'm telling you these things that I learned so you don't do them. Yes, I know my nail polish is jacked up. Don't judge me. But so I would go to bed with a wet head, or go to bed with a wet head on something that I knew was going to dry my hair out, in hopes that, you know, my hair would be dry in the morning. One, that doesn't work, and two, the parts of my hair that were resting on the towel would be dried out and frizzy in the morning. So don't do that. So something I'm not going to be doing is now, because I only have one job, I'll be, you know, getting off in the afternoon. I usually get off around, you know, 2 or 3, wash my hair, and I'm thinking, keywords, thinking about investing in like a really high power dryer, so I could, you know, just dry enough of my head to, or, you know, I could just not take a nap, because my naps end up being like, I may as well just go to hell to bed. But so that's my thing, is don't wash my hair really late, don't sleep on cotton, and don't go to bed with a wet head. Alright, so number 4, I guess, yeah. Number 4 is using the wrong products. Now, I'm saying wrong because everybody uses different products on their locks. Now, one of the things that I see, because I still have the empty bottle over here, because I was going to buy more, and then like I have like 4 days until I get my hair done. No point in buying another bottle. But I was using stuff that was, one, they were leave-in conditioners, so they were, you know, somewhat undoing the work that my hair was trying to do during the locking process. But two, it was stuff that was creamy, and this was from my first lock journey, and I used a different product in my second lock journey, but was still going to do the same thing, which was eventually leave buildup in my hair. Now, I did do an ACV rinse my first lock journey, although I don't know if I ever actually got anything out of my hair, but I didn't know about buildup originally, so I didn't know that I could be putting stuff in my hair that was possibly going to end up showing up in my locks later on down the line by looking like weird flaky patches or just weird whitish colored rings in my locks. So I went ahead and decided I'm not going to go that route this time. I've been watching a lot of, what is that lady's name? Yanni the Lockologist, even though she barely makes YouTube videos. She has a lot of Facebook stuff, but she says, you know, really only try to stick with the more natural stuff, rose water, aloe vera, jojoba oil, things like that. So that's the route that I'm going this time. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen my fancy black spray bottle, which I had to buy my boyfriend another one because he was threatening to borrow mine, which Lord knows I would never seen that again. So it's that one. It's kind of a mist bottle, so also instead of getting my hair drenched when I would spray it with a traditional spray bottle, this one gives it more of a light mist, and it'll cover more of my hair. So instead of my hair being sopping wet, it'll just be lightly misted. And again, I'm also going to focus more on my scalp this time, because in reality, every bit of hair that comes out of your head is dead anyway. But so you should really be focusing on your scalp and the follicles and things like that. Things that I've learned. Alright, so the next one is using heavy products. So another thing that I was trying to do, where I said I used one product the first time, the second time it was a butter that broke down into an oil, but again, it was really still a thick and heavy butter, essentially. Also, won't be really using shea butter on my hair. I think the first time I locked my hair, I was out of town for something involving my sister, needed my hair done really bad, went to somebody out of town to have my hair done, and they definitely used like a shea butter product on my hair, and it never really like 100% got out of my head, and also it made my face super oily and I broke out. Not going to be using heavy products again, no. So I don't use, at no point in my lock journey have I ever used beeswax in my hair, and I've gone to the same guy, he's never used beeswax on my hair, and we're not going to start this time. Alright, let's see. Being dehydrated. So one of the things being is I tend to not drink a lot of water. I'm getting better at it now because I just carry one of them canteen things. I can't think of the specific one that I have. Hydro Flask. There we go. So now I carry a Hydro Flask into my patients' houses. And not that I'm about to start, you know, buying sink filters for all my damn patients, but if they only have tap water, I will drink it if I toast some lemon juice in there first. But I am trying to be more hydrated because that also plays a part in your, not only your entire body health. I'll do a video about that another time, but it's also just, you know, hydration plays a part in your hair growth, your scalp, your follicles, things like that. So I realized, or started to realize, that me drinking more water will play a bigger part in, you know, scalp health. And I'm looking at one thing that's not even on my list, but I'm gonna say it anyway: not using pure essential oils straight on my scalp. So that was one of the things that I would do, because I would be getting really itchy scalp because I really didn't have the time between job number 1 and job number 2 to try to wash my hair, to take care of myself. If my scalp was itching, I would just pour. And I don't mean like dip, no, I mean I would dot the bottle on my scalp. I would be putting straight tea tree oil or lavender oil or peppermint oil directly on my scalp. That is, no, don't do that. That stuff is so damn concentrated, it can actually chemically burn you. Why the hell I was doing that? Oh, I know why, because my scalp was freaking itchy because I hadn't washed it in 3 weeks. But don't do that. Not doing that this time, as I'm staring at this bottle of lavender oil on my dresser behind us. We're not doing that this time. Let's see, heavy manipulation / pulling it back into ponytails. So I already know, as I'm looking at somebody else's lock video on my TV, but I just got my TV really low. I am categorized as basic. I don't like doing a whole lot of stuff with my hair. One of the main reasons besides this time also feels right, is I hate doing my hair. This takes me, drop my list, about 6 hours to get into 2-strand twists by myself. And that's if I have, you know, a slight distraction. With no distractions, as in, you know, I'm watching something that I don't particularly care about, it still takes me at least 4.5 to wash it, condition it, and style it. It takes me for freaking ever. So the whole pulling it back thing, I had one lock style the entire time I've had locks. Didn't like it because it hurt my head. I had a headache. It lasted a week. I took it down. So also the thing is, I was trying to put my, not even a full year, because I think my last lock journey lasted me about 9 months, was trying to pull those bad boys back into a ponytail to get them off my head. It's fine if you want to do a ponytail, but if your entire length of your head isn't meant to be in one ponytail, don't try to put it in one ponytail. Either get you a cute little headband that'll, you know, do what you need to do, or do multiple ponytails. Don't put it in all in one big ponytail. Save your edges. Alright, so what's next on the list? Interlocking on dry hair. So, my hair is thick as hell, but the middle section tends to be really soft. So I could get a retwist and it would last me, depending on when I washed my hair again, or even with me spraying my hair with a traditional spray bottle, it would last me a couple days. So I would try to interlock, and I did okay. I was straight just interlocking it though. I wasn't trying to, you know, palm roll it to get it tight and everything like that. And also I ended up interlocking like 2 of them back on this side together, because I remember, because my loctician asked me who did it. I was like, me. Did I do okay? But some days where I'd be at a patient's house and I was just trying to, you know, I was done for the day, but I still had time on the clock and I wasn't going anywhere until my time was done. So I would try to interlock on my dry hair. Or if I felt that I might have done it wrong, I would try to uninterlock the section on dry hair. That is the, like, natural hair 101. You don't do your hair when it's bone dry. And I was just sitting at this patient's kitchen table trying to, you know, flip things and wiggle them in and out. Not doing that this time. Let's see, using light colored towels / towels in general. Well, maybe not necessarily the towels in general, because my loctician does use a towel, you know, when he dries our hair when I go to the shop. The thing is, not using light colored towels when I'm at home, because I don't want, you know, teal lint stuck in my hair for the entire my lock journey. I mean, now granted, when your locks get older and more mature, you are able to brush them and try to get, you know, the lint out, or you can dye them, but let's try to prevent this as early on as possible. Let's see, I already said this one, which was sleeping on cotton pillowcases. Let's see, waiting too long between washes. So like I mentioned earlier, with me having 2 jobs and being too damn tired, my taking care of my lock game suffered. So I would definitely be waiting 3 weeks, a month, I think up to like 5 weeks in between washes, which is no bueno. You don't want to do that. You don't want to, like, there's already a stereotype that locks are dirty and smelly anyway. I mean, if you want to contribute to that, that's fine. That's your business. I don't personally. But also, it's just the fact that I was too damn tired to do it. So this is the thing now, with only 1 job, I The latest I work is 3 o'clock, unless it's a day where I know I'm doing something later on, like Fridays is $5 yoga. I will definitely be washing my hair probably Tuesdays. Tuesday is a day where I'm gonna have to wash my hair anyway on Tuesdays anyway, because I'm going to the damn pool. I'm getting in the pool, y'all. Let's see, waiting too long between retwists. That's the other thing. Like I mentioned before, because of the 2 jobs, and up until I had to cut the hours at the first job, or the afternoon job, until I cut my hours at my afternoon job, I definitely there was no way I was going to make it all the way up. My loctician's up in Wilmington, which is like 45 minutes from me to an hour depending on traffic. There's no way I was making it 45 minutes up the road to get my hair done, which would take at least I'm gonna say an hour and a half, 2 hours, you know, to get it washed, retwisted, dried, and then get back down to there's no way. There's no flipping way. So now, again, with only 1 job, either I can start making my appointments on Tuesdays or Thursdays, probably Thursdays because that's when my paycheck goes in. But that is going to be my thing, is, you know, I will put it in my planner. Okay, it's been 4 weeks, it's been 5 weeks, it's been 6 weeks. Take your ass back to your loctician. Let's see. This is the one that I've been doing. Alright, so cutting/trimming my locks while they're maturing. So this can also be also categorized as pulling, because again, as I'm watching this girl's video behind y'all, I'm realizing this, I did this both lock journeys. And I didn't know there was a thing against it. But so if you have locks as they're maturing, you'll notice they get like a little ball at the end of them. Never bothered to ask anybody what the hell that was. It would just bother me because I thought it was ugly. And I had this thing about wanting them to be super neat. So I would cut it off. If my locks were super frizzy, I would cut the frizz off. Not realizing that that's actually damaging my locks because you're weakening them. Because that hair will eventually be sucked into the lock. Even that ball on the end, either it will fall off on its own or it will be drawn back up into the lock. So that's the thing that I did it my first lock journey, I did it my second lock journey. So this time I'm tossing the scissors. I'm tossing the scissors, y'all. Alright, so the last, oh no, that was the same one. They were, I don't know why I had them as 2 separate categories. So that's the end of the things that I'm not doing with this lock journey compared to lock journey number 1 and lock journey number 2. These are all the lessons that I have. If you have any that you think I need to learn or that you've learned over your lock journey, leave them in the, well, leave them down below. I was about to say leave them in the description. Leave them down below and I'll get back to you. Till later. Peace.